How's it going, everyone? Welcome back to CuboldCast. In this episode, we'll be talking about the much-loved 2007 first-person shooter game, Bioshock.
Wow.
Yeah, that's a lot of words.
That was a mouthful.
Took a few takes, but we got it there.
A few takes.
I do want to say that this is our first episode with Ricky here. Ricky, say hi to everyone.
Well, no,
Hey,
not
guys.
our first episode.
Well, he was in the background. But
The first thing he says is "guys."
that's it?
No, he said,
Hey,
"Hey
what's up,
guys."
He's going for the generic
A
YouTuber.
few podcasts ago, he was our little closet troll.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is the
And
first
then,
one where he's actually managing. Well, he's switching between scenes, and we're upgrading slowly
Yes.
to a more interactive podcast.
Oh, and for our audio listeners who have been wondering where the video podcasts are, we're working on it, and we're gonna get it up this week.
Yes.
We've been having issues with the audio sync and all that, so we're gonna figure that out and get all the video podcasts
Hold
up.
us to that as well.
Yeah. If we don't, then come after us and witch hunt us.
my.
Also, shout out to Ricky for giving all of us these mugs.
Yes.
Jay's and Kale's
Mandalorian.
are massive.
Like
I know.
I can fit my full fist into the cup.
Actually,
do
And
too.
there's still
There's
room.
coffee dripping off my hand as I take it out.
Oh,
I mean,
my.
this thing was full when I started, and it's like almost gone now.
Full. That must be like 2 or 3 cups of like a
No, it's
regular-
about 2.
So yeah,
Chunky monkey.
yeah. Mine's just like an odd shape. It's kind of weird to hold. I grab it like this.
Yeah, that is weird. It's the weirdest mug I've ever seen, actually.
Yeah.
My cousin's coming over today, and we're gonna drink more coffee later. So we're not gonna be able to sleep tonight.
Mm.
It doesn't
one of
make
those
me
days.
stay up though. For me, caffeine doesn't
It
affect
depends on how
me.
much you drink.
I think it's to
Yeah.
the point where we're so used to it. Like it's actually it's like a problem almost.
No, I drink so much G
You
Fuel
drink like 3 cups
that
of, or
yeah.
3.
I literally am not affected by caffeine anymore.
I was reading this productivity book, and he was saying that if you drink 1 cup of coffee every day, you get used to it, and you need to actually have 2 if you want to see the effects. But if you drink 2 every day, you get used to that.
Mm.
And like, if you want to actually use it for productivity, you have to drink more than normal.
Ricky, didn't you do something where you went on like you totally cut it out?
Yeah, so I was drinking 3 cups of coffee a day, and so each week I decreased it by 1 cup until I had no cups for a whole week, and when I came back on drinking 1 cup a day, it hit me like
yeah.
a rock.
Oh,
Oof.
nice.
It's bad because I got to the point, or I haven't bought them in a while, but I have like a mini fridge in my room, and what I did is, yeah, I bought a whole case of like 24 cans of Bangs, and I'd had like 2 and sometimes even 3 a day.
Those have a lot of caffeine,
And yeah,
too.
keep in mind that those are 300 milligrams of coffee. G Fuel has 80 milligrams, and I think a cup of coffee
A cup
is,
of coffee has 80.
Okay, yeah.
The G Fuel is the
Wow.
same milligram
94.7
percentage.
milligrams of coffee.
For
Milligrams.
what?
Everyone's saying coffee.
he looked it up.
Oh,
No, I already knew it.
man.
I already
Oh,
knew it. I
whoa,
looked
what?
it up the other day.
Oh, okay. But
He's got the
that's,
facts ready.
Yeah,
but that depends, though. I mean, on how many ounces you're drinking, or like what size, right?
yeah, it does.
I don't know. Me, usually I drink like 2 to 3 cups a day because my dad makes coffee a lot.
Mm.
Like a lot. Like twice at least.
Just helps
Yeah.
you poop more.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I like how you said that so seductively into the mic.
That was like right up on the mic.
Oh,
ASMR level.
Yeah. What is it? But actually, some days I don't go. Like I go the whole day without drinking a cup of coffee.
Yeah, it doesn't make my day worse if I don't drink coffee. Some
Mhm.
people, they're like, I have to have it now.
Yeah.
I'm just like, if I
Those
have
are
it,
the
I have
Dunkin'
it.
addiction people.
Hmm.
That used to be Caleb.
That used to
It
be
used
me.
to
Yeah.
be, yeah.
There's some days where I don't drink coffee, but now I'm drinking G Fuel too because you got free G Fuels and gave those to
That
me.
was crazy. Okay, so I ordered 2 G Fuels because it was a buy one get one, and I ended up getting them. So I was like, and I tried them, and they were actually pretty good. 2 days later, I got the same package again, and I didn't get double charged. It was the same 2 G Fuels.
Hmm.
Randomly, just get 2 free G Fuels
That's
because it
crazy.
was like probably an error in purchase or something.
The
but
peach one is so good.
it is.
What is it, peach rings or something?
It's like Sonic Peach Rings.
It tastes like, what is it, Pure Leaf? Or no, something else.
Lipton.
Lipton tea,
Yeah.
yeah.
But it also, I get like a hint of mango though when I drink it.
When you drink it cold, it tastes like mango.
Yeah.
I prefer, or I mean, I like the other one that you gave me, blue
Ice Shatter?
Yeah,
Yeah.
but I really like the peach one.
I know.
It was
I
weird.
swap back and forth.
I wasn't
the
expecting
two.
it to be white though.
Yeah.
Like when I was shaking it up.
well, it's called Ice Shatter. For
Aren't
a
they
reason.
all
Yeah.
white?
No, well, the powder,
powders
but they
are.
change color once
Oh, I
you
see.
actually start mixing it.
Yeah.
Actually, the Doom G Fuel was actually orange.
Because there's actual cayenne
There's
pepper.
Kanye peppers in it.
Kanye? What?
Kanye peppers, yeah.
That's actually
Kanye.
yeah. I did not like that one.
I dumped it out.
If you can imagine like drinking,
It's lemonade.
It's spicy lemonade.
It's lemonade,
Yeah.
but then it
And you-
burns your throat
yeah, you
after.
feel it in your throat.
It's drinks are supposed to be like
Enjoyable.
enjoyable, and they're supposed to quench your thirst, not make you more thirsty.
It does
Yeah.
the opposite.
Yeah.
And Chug, you use that as a weapon.
Yeah.
I would blow it in people's faces.
No,
yeah.
you blew it into the fan at Ricky's house, and everyone was coughing. Also, I like the recording we have of Ricky smelling it, and he's just coughing nonstop. That stuff is horrible.
It's fun.
Yeah,
hate that. So gross.
I
yeah.
love it.
You
We
guys-
finally got you to play Bioshock.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
know what I was
so
about
long.
to say.
I got the collection for you for Christmas.
Yeah, I know.
And then 3 months later.
So I want to preference this though, but like they said, I've only played the first Bioshock, and it's been a long time coming, but I finally got to play it. But both Chug and Jay have played the last one. Jay hasn't played the second one, right?
No, that's the only one I haven't.
I've played all 3 except Minerva's Den DLC, which I'm going to play like tonight or something.
Yeah.
Sometime.
So what we'll do is, obviously, I mean, I finished Bioshock 5 a.m.
That's
yeah,
ridiculous.
we found out after the fact. We're like, wait, did Caleb finish
I went
Bioshock?
to your achievements, and the beating the game one was at 5:35 or something.
My.
We're like, oh man, he's not getting up till later.
It got to
Yeah.
the point where I was like, I like felt the end, and I like kept playing, and I was like, I know, I got addicted to it.
It's so good though.
It is really good.
I'd say it's in my top 5.
Yeah. After I said that to Kale, I was like, it's got to be in my top 5. Like after
Mhm.
playing it. But what we'll do is this one. Obviously, this is the first Bioshock. We'll do the second one because I think Jay and I still need to play it.
Yeah,
I do want to play the DLCs too.
I'll play the DLCs. He's gonna play the DLC for that too.
Yeah.
I literally just bought the DLC,
So I can play it from your library. I don't have to purchase
Wow.
Wait, don't you own the collection?
it. No, I played it from your library.
Just pay $12 and then you get the whole thing.
I probably should.
Should
It's
it be
worth it.
split or like split it if you guys?
But
are
it's
gonna
still in
share
his
it?
library. That's the thing.
Well, I repurchased the collection because the Den DLC is $10 and the collection is $12. And so I repurchased the whole collection for an extra $2, and I didn't need to because I owned everything else.
Oh, what?
That's weird.
That is weird.
Because I think you get
You
like,
should have just let me buy it, and then you could just play it for mine.
eh,
Okay.
You want it? You want it?
I want it all. But yeah.
No, and then we'll do the third game, Infinite.
Infinite. Yep.
Yeah.
Actually, I feel like Infinite's gonna be the longest one for
I think so.
for
yeah.
you, Kill, because
It's-
there's
For me?
the main game. Well, no, not for me, for all of us,
Oh.
but because it was the longest one for JJ and I, because the main game is about 10 to 12 hours, and the
You mean, like,
DLCs are like
gameplay?
5 to 6.
Okay.
So it's gonna be like 14 to 18 hours where you beat everything.
Infinite was a
Infinite.
game that I tried to get into at least 5 times.
I
and
got you back into
and
it.
I stopped. And finally he played it and said it was good, so I finished it after that. But it took me forever to get through it because I wasn't into it.
I mean, we're not gonna do spoilers because we got to talk about it when you play it. But like later on, you said the first couple hours of the game was like
It's kind of a slog.
it's kind of like getting used to the gameplay, I guess, because it's different than one.
But that's not the way 1 was. They throw you right into the action, into
Yeah.
one of the coolest game worlds of all time, I'd say.
I
Actually,
got you a display of
Yeah.
the Bioshock.
I have a picture
Oh,
of it on my wall.
Bioshock.
actually,
Sponsored by No, just kidding.
No,
that would be cool though.
I wouldn't mind that.
Yeah, because Chug
be
also
sick.
got me a Last of Us one.
And I got Ricky a Call of Duty one, but you never put it up in your room.
Wow.
I told you to help me. You never did.
Dude, you need help?
You just placed it on the wall.
It's a sticker.
Yeah, you helped me build these acoustical panels. You can't put up a like magnetic sticker. No, but actually, Ricky, can you pull up a picture of Rapture? Because this is
It's so cool.
This is good
It's
for.
so good.
Yeah, like you were saying, such an like intriguing setting and story and everything. Just
It's a hot setting.
What?
what?
It's a
Wait,
hot
what?
setting.
What? But the introduction there, when Andrew Ryan starts talking to you, when you're in the bathysphere thing,
Mhm.
it's so good. And like the
The
music
yeah.
and
Ugh.
Well,
The way
okay, so
cuts
the game
away.
takes place in the 1940s, right?
no 60s.
60s. Okay.
I think it is 1960.
And actually, I wonder how much money they spent on getting all those songs and different things in the game, because those are real songs.
Hmm.
Those are real
Mhm.
songs that they
Yeah.
had to purchase the rights to use them in the game. And there's like 5. There's like 30, 40, 50.
Yeah.
I don't even know how many.
Older songs, so they probably just paid royalties based on their sales.
Oh yeah.
Oh, possibly.
The songs in the game are classical pieces. It's got
Except
got
for the OST, the original soundtrack.
Oh, the OST.
Oh,
yeah. They recreated that themselves, or they created that themselves.
The OST is amazing. We want to do a cover of it eventually.
So good.
Oh, that'd be
a
so good.
lot of stringed instruments, a lot of like eerie instruments, which makes the atmosphere really nice.
Do you have that picture, Ricky?
Yeah, it's up right now.
No? Yeah, so that's Rapture, which is where it's set. It's an what is it? What would you
Underwater city.
City, yeah.
Yeah.
Crazy. Such a cool setting.
I know, and I love in the initial reveal they have like a squid or something swimming.
There was a
around.
whale. There was a
There's a
whale.
whale
I was
too,
watching
yeah.
Caleb do the intro again the other day. It was like a whale.
Yeah.
So cool.
And like you were saying, what is it, Andrew Ryan? So the whole city the city was built by a guy named Andrew Ryan, which is he was like a billionaire or something, or a millionaire in the 40s or 50s, somewhere around there. Maybe it was the 40s. The timeline
Probably
for me,
40s. I think Infinite might be in the 30s because it's a lot earlier.
Oh, it's a prequel?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that.
Actually, no, it might be like 40s, but it is a prequel.
Oh.
I was just about to say something.
Yeah, I know. That's why I had to warn you.
It's so hard.
Yeah, you guys know a lot more than I do in terms of like the story or like there's gaps for me.
Yeah. I thought it was from the first game.
That's what I mean.
What was I saying? Yeah, so it was built by a guy named Andrew Ryan, and we were talking about the expedition or whatever, and how
exposition
and how it's so good. You start the game like it's a plane crashed, and then you get into a submarine and go down, and then you see the city, and there's just like classical music playing, and it's overlaid by Andrew Ryan saying how
he doesn't like government. He doesn't like
no religion.
Yeah, religion, something else too.
There's no God, there's only man or something like that.
Yeah, that's why you see all those people being like they have Bibles next to them and they're dead and they're tortured.
Oh, yeah, his motto was no gods or kings, only man.
Yeah.
Like you see that giant gold statue of him when you first walk into the lighthouse.
Yeah. We'll get into this later, but I do want to say that like I don't sympathize with him, but I like there's like a piece of his mentality that actually kind of works because when everything was going down, I think it was like an audio clip I listened to like in the game, but when everything was going down, he says he was questioning. He's like, maybe I made a mistake or something, and then he was saying, but I can't force my hand right now because if we turn into big government, then it's like everything that I was against. Mm-hmm. So even though things were going into chaos and like the whole city was like on a downfall, he didn't want to like put his fist down and be big government because he was against that.
Yeah.
So I don't know, it's weird.
And his goal was to basically operate without any restraints. So science wasn't held back by morality or anything like that.
Yeah.
And because of that, they were able to experiment with some crazy stuff like genetic modifications.
That's why there's so many people after you.
Well, that's where plasmids came from.
Yeah.
And plasmids are basically like powers that you shoot from your hand, whether it be electricity, fire, even stuff like turning enemies to your side for a little bit.
Yeah, sorry, Ricky, if you don't know, you've never played Bioshock.
Yeah, I was going to mention, like, if you ever want to play it, you're going to get spoiled today, so.
That's fun.
Yeah.
The ending is so good.
I have it downloaded. I just
and we're gonna do the spoiler section at the end again.
Yeah.
Yes.
Definitely.
So,
we have to.
But yeah, they operated without any restraints.
Yeah.
And they experimented with some really crazy and sometimes horrific stuff.
Wait, what was the doctor's name?
Suchong?
Suchong.
Yeah.
He was. It's not really a spoiler. I mean, he's the doctor that did all the experiments.
Yeah. Or what was the other guy? The other doctor or the plastic
Tenenbaum? Oh, there's
surgeon.
that surgeon. Yeah. I forget that person's name.
There's a lot of interesting characters.
There are.
Yeah. It's the
so lore around these games are amazing.
Yeah. Or game for today.
Whatever.
Because I haven't. I don't know.
Well, those characters are expounded upon in the DLCs of Infinite.
Oh, really?
Yeah. That's why we have to be careful because there's backstory and other details about them that we can't reveal to you because we don't want to spoil it to you.
Yeah.
I know. I'm excited. To play the next one.
You should just binge play 2, the DLC of 2, and just Infinite in the DLC of Infinite.
Oh my!
I will be. Long.
It's pretty long. It is long.
Yeah.
It is long.
I mean, I will be playing through them within the next couple of weeks.
Infinite's really good. Just saying.
All right. Besides, what's that?
Yeah, I was gonna say like
I would keep talking about it, but
no, I know. I was gonna say because like Chug is like it's really good, but I don't know. I think you said like it's like all right.
I have my critiques of it for sure.
I have
but
my
it is a good
critiques
game
too, but I personally liked how it.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. I want to stay on track. I want to stay on track with the
Okay.
latest game.
Oh wait,
Okay.
you were saying plasmid. So that's actually I like that's actually a really interesting thing about the game is because plasmids became like almost like a drug to the people.
With the
Yeah.
atom.
Yeah. And then you said atom is like it was from a slug that they found while they were
They found
building.
sea slugs, and I don't know how much I want to get into because some of it's partially spoilers. Not for Infinite, but just for the main game. But basically, there's a sea slug that gives them power. They call Atom.
Yeah.
And what is Eve exactly? That's like
Oh yeah, what is Eve?
it's like ammo for Atom.
It's like
It's basically mana. If you think about it.
Yeah.
Wait, what was wait? I know I got some perks or whatever that had Eve in it, but like how did they say that was like a part of the slug, or how did people get that, or is it naturally like
I'm not sure. I mean, I'll say more about it later, like how it's generated. But the Eve is like how the plasmids are powered. So is the Atom. I'm not exactly sure. I have to double check on that.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
And I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think that even like I think plasmids were not like restricted, but weren't they somewhat like harder to get? And then there was kind of like a black market that kind of built around it where people can get it.
it was
like,
addicting.
Yeah.
There were like what is it? Almost like dispensers everywhere.
Oh yeah.
So
you're
it's
right.
it's like I think it was just given out,
Yeah.
or they purchased it, and they just bought it.
Yeah.
But
Wait,
Well,
Atom
okay,
is
if you ever-
harvested from the sea slugs, and Eve powers plasmids.
well, if you think about it, how in the world, or what in the world did they even think that they were gonna do with these plasmids? They literally kill people.
I don't
And-
know. I think they were like, I think the whole like the society was just built or had like a mindset of just progressing. Like you were saying, like no restrictions on scientific studies, because they didn't consider morality because that was like almost like a restraint for them.
Mm-hmm.
So I think this was like we can get more powerful with these plasmas, and they just went crazy because I think Andrew Ryan didn't want to put any restrictions on because he didn't want to have like big government.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Um,
Oh, to clarify, Atom is how the genetic code is rewritten, and Eve is how the plasmids are powered.
okay.
So they use the Atom from the slugs and actually change their DNA to have the powers, but in order to keep using them, they need the Eve. They both
Okay.
come from the same place.
So
Yeah.
they're both like major drugs, pretty much.
Yeah, the Atom is the drug, basically.
Mm-hmm.
They become addicted to modifying themselves. That's why the main villain or main enemies are called splicers,
Yeah.
because they keep modifying themselves and like splicing their body with this stuff.
That's
Mhm.
actually how the game starts is we were talking about this before we started recording, but the game starts very. I mean it's kind of like it's kind of like a horror game, I guess, but like I don't know. It starts as a horror game and then it slowly converts into like a more of a first person shooter, but it does still have like a lot of creepy.
It could be a
aspects to it.
mystery game because
I mean, you are trying to
sort of, because
you are
you're
trying
kind
to
of-
find stuff a lot.
as you play, you find out more and more about stuff.
Yeah.
and you listen to the different audio
Yeah.
book things.
But the splicers, Jay, that you're saying are actually what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, when I first played the game, I think I was streaming it in the Discord.
Mhm.
Were you watching? When I first
I
started?
was watching.
I think I might have been.
Yeah, so what is it? Yeah, so the game starts and obviously it has that really cool start where you're in a submarine, you're going through the city and the music's playing and it overlays with the Andrew Ryan dialogue. And then you like emerge.
You dock.
Yeah, you dock and then this like splicer is like talking crazy stuff or something.
Well, he slices up a dude in front
Oh,
of you.
yeah, that's
and then-
right.
Then you like
The
you
light
realize
goes black, and then he jumps onto the submarine and starts trying to get at you.
Yeah. Remember I was like, what is
You're like, what is
happening?
going on?
I was like, I don't know, it's creepy. It was
Yeah.
like scary, but
It gets so much mystery, like right off the bat. Like this city that operates without restraints, but then something obviously happened to the point where it just collapsed.
yeah.
Like, so you're wondering what happened here
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
why am I here?
So interesting. Yeah, those are the main enemies, right? Splicers? Are those the only
Typically.
enemies?
Yes,
Typically, yeah.
You run into
the ones that are running. The slicers are the ones with those arm
or the hooks.
arm hooks.
No, those are spider slicers.
Oh,
Slicers are just like the enemies in general. The ones who are
Oh, I thought the
crazy
slicers
people,
were the
basically.
the arm
Yeah.
hook people.
no, those are spider splicers.
Arm hooks.
Arm hooks.
arm hooks.
You know what I mean, but I'm not
I
gonna
don't
say
know.
it.
Oh, okay.
I don't know.
That's not a spoiler.
It's not really a spoiler, no.
What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, so wait. For the most part, I don't think I like the main enemies, I mean they're crazy people, but I didn't see them having powers. Like some of them did. I saw like electric ones or whatever.
Maybe it just made them
But-
crazy.
Yeah, but I feel like if your main character has the plasmids and can do that, like
When they have it too.
yeah, because I mean they consume the atom unless they didn't have enough.
Yeah.
Or something like that. I don't know.
Yeah.
What is it? Let me see.
I don't think they really care about the plasmids. I think they just care about the atom because it's addictive.
Okay, I see.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's why they go after the little sisters. And because of that, they appointed the big daddies to care for the little sisters
Yeah.
to
Mhm.
make sure they weren't attacked.
Yeah.
But,
I can't wait.
Big daddies.
Big daddies are cool.
Oh
Big
yeah,
Daddy.
Ricky,
They're-
you have a picture of the Big Daddy,
I
right?
do.
They're probably the most iconic thing about Bioshock,
Mhm.
besides
Oh, yeah.
Rapture itself.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Definitely.
for sure.
Or the wrench. The wrench is pretty iconic.
the wrench.
I mean, possibly.
Well, when you think of Bioshock weapons, the first thing that comes to mind is the wrench.
Yeah.
Well, that's the first weapon you use.
That is true, yeah.
I don't know. I don't know if I typically think about just the wrench.
Yeah.
It's not like you have that in Infinite.
Yeah, true. But in two, this isn't a spoiler because you start with this. You start with a drill.
Yeah.
Well, you are.
You have a drill, as your melee weapon. It's so
That's
cool.
awesome.
It's so cool. But back to one.
Ricky,
Yeah.
you have that picture up.
I do.
So yeah, so the Big Daddies have like this massive. One arm is like a drill, and they're like these huge.
Well, it depends
don't
on
know.
it depends on which Big Daddy
Oh,
you're
you're
fighting.
right.
Because some of them had harpoons, some of them had miniguns, some of them
Yeah,
had,
you're right.
It's like
There's different kinds.
there's different types.
Well, they were originally appointed as like caretakers, or
Mhm.
not caretakers, but like builders and all that, because their suits were designed for underwater use
yeah.
and drilling outside. Because you see that
Yeah.
at a couple points. They're like fixing cracked
The
glass
first
and
part.
stuff. Yeah. So they're mainly like maintenance people,
yeah.
but they were converted into weapons later on.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what point that happened though.
I'm not sure.
I think. I don't know. I don't know everything, but I mean, I listened to pretty much like all of the audio logs that I can find.
That I wanted to mention one character, the painter or the artist guy.
The artist guy, yeah.
He was a really interesting character.
He was. I
Yeah.
forget his name.
Yeah, I forget.
I don't know. Oh, Cohen.
Cohen. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, he was a really interesting character. He was weird.
What he had to take pictures of people and the way they died or something.
Yeah. So what was it? Yeah, so he made you hunt down his previous disciples or like his previous students and kill them, and then take pictures of them and then place them in this like masterpiece of art or whatever. And he was so weird. Like,
Well, the masterpiece was statues that were actually characters that he like plastered or something,
yeah,
like real people that are dead, holding up picture frames.
Yeah.
And you put the pictures on that, so it's like this monument to death
yeah.
that he turned into art.
Mm-hmm.
It's just weird. Like, the whole city is just like insane people.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Super creepy. But yeah, he's a really cool character. What is it? So the big is this a spoiler if we talk about the Big Daddies and what they do?
What do you mean? What they do?
Like in terms of like protecting
I mean, not really.
the little girls? Is that what they call it?
I mean, we already
The Little
said
Sisters.
that.
Little
we already
Sisters,
said
yeah.
that.
Yeah, but I
earlier.
didn't want to go into the Little Sisters until later on.
Okay.
Oh, that's more of like a spoiler
Yeah,
thing.
that's another iconic thing though. The Little Sisters.
Yeah. I remember watching my cousin play Bioshock years ago, like many years ago, and he was harvesting the Little Sisters, and I thought it was so creepy.
Oh yeah.
I thought it was scary because I was young, like maybe like 12.
Yeah. Well, I remember watching my brother play it, and
That's when we were watching
I
him
was-
play Left 4 Dead, and I was like scared of it.
Oh yeah.
Left 4 Dead's awesome.
Yeah.
Oh, I wanted to say, without spoiling, what did you think of the ending? The final boss, at least.
Okay, the final boss was like so easy and so like it was just like so flippant. Like I was
Yeah.
like it was a lot of build up, I won't say I'm disappointed because honestly, like after the end and everything, I didn't really care. Like it's one of those things where it's like, okay, that just happened, but like whatever. I wasn't really, it's not like too much of a boss game anyway. So
that was the only boss besides the mini bosses that are Big Daddies.
Yeah. But obviously the boss is like nothing. I mean, that was like so fast. But the ending, I loved. Like I'll talk about it later, but it's one of those things where after the game ended and the credits were rolling, like I sat there for a minute and I was like, wow, like that was so good.
I know.
Yeah. And we'll talk about it later, but I felt the payoff of like the decisions I made during the game. Like it felt good to me.
Yeah.
Let's talk about the gameplay a little bit, because if you haven't played this game, you have to go play it.
Yeah.
And I highly recommend skipping the spoiler section if you haven't played it and coming back later, because this game is amazing. Ricky's getting spoiled.
Yeah.
You just plug your ears and la 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 the whole time.
What you guys are saying.
Yeah.
You're getting defiled by the spoilers.
Yes.
I'll probably play it tonight, to be honest.
Do it.
Tonight?
It's so good.
In one sitting?
Start it tonight. Stream it in the Discord.
It's like 10 hours.
Oh, okay.
If you don't do too much.
I'll play for like a couple hours.
I think it was like 10 hours for me.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know. I have to check my Steam, but
I mean, if Ricky wants to, he could play like the games as we do, like play 2 with us, and then he'll be in the know.
Yeah, I was just thinking
when we
that.
talk
Just
about
like
it.
let me know like a week or two in advance what you're
Well,
going
I
to
mean,
talk about.
obviously
Yeah.
the next
Next podcast will be on 2.
is 2.
Okay,
So you have
is
2
this
weeks.
Is this Infinite or is this one?
No,
This
we're talking
is
about
one.
one.
Oh, okay.
It's just called Bioshock.
Infinite is
not
3.
the remastered one.
No. You get
Well,
the remastered.
remaster just looks better.
So like on Steam, as of right now, you can get the Bioshock collection for $12.
I think I already got it. You told me to buy it a couple years ago, and I did. And I just never
A couple
played
of
it.
years ago, and you never played it.
No, you're just like, hey, you gotta buy it. It's on Humble Bundle. And I was
Wait,
like,
when
okay.
did when
okay.
did Infinite come out?
2013.
So these games are kind of. I mean, not
that's
old.
the most popular
but,
one right now.
Infinite?
Infinite?
I mean,
Yeah, it is.
Infinite's
what do you
old.
mean? Oh, you mean like in
Well,
terms of Steam
he said-
charts?
he
In
said
terms of
most
Steam
popular.
charts, yeah.
Oh.
I mean,
I
it's
don't,
got-
think, I don't think Infinite's the most popular.
wait,
one
one-
is the
one
most
is most
popular.
popular.
Yeah.
Well, it's got the most current players. And
How many? I'm
the-
actually
Well,
curious.
that doesn't really mean that much.
I mean, it is a single player game.
Oh, wrong one. Sorry.
I'm just curious, like
What?
Look at
how many
Steam
people are
charts.
playing?
Yeah, it's got 1,000.
Actually, Ricky can pull it up.
I do, and the people could watch it or see it too. It's got 1,041 current players, 813.5 30-day average. It's got
It's actually pretty
big
decent.
gain, to be honest.
Yeah. I mean, what was I gonna say? Yeah, I mean, obviously, I don't think it's the most popular in terms of like
Oh, Bioshock 1's the
People's
most popular.
thoughts on it. Yeah.
As like a game in general.
Yeah. And
It's
Jay
more
was saying
popular.
this. I think a lot of it is due to the setting as well.
For sure, yeah.
Like,
And that's partially why Infinite didn't click with me, because it's in a city in the sky as opposed to the awesome underwater setting.
yeah.
Well, I mean, that's why you like the deal. I mean, I like the DLC better, but I'm just saying.
Oh, I did too, but the setting just wasn't as cool.
It
wasn't as
yeah.
intriguing. It's a similar thing.
Although the graphics were pretty good in it.
Oh, they're
For a
obviously, they're obviously
a
better.
2013 game, it's actually pretty good. The
Mhm.
graphics are pretty good.
Yeah, but nothing is going to beat the Bioshock original setting.
no, I
Mhm.
mean, Rapture is so grim and in such an interesting like place.
It's
Bottom of
actually
the sea.
It's the entire opposite in Infinite.
yeah.
It's bright. It's cheery.
That's what I
It's
mean.
in the sky.
It-
it's like the total.
It didn't feel like a
polar
Bioshock
opposite
game.
The
Yeah.
Bioshock 1.
But Bioshock 2, I wasn't as intrigued because you're already in Rapture.
Mm.
I loved the fact that you were just this outsider coming in and exploring. Kind of like you are the outsider. Like the
Mm.
player is the outsider coming in and learning things for themselves.
Yeah.
2 feels like you're already a citizen and like a part of everything.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't like that feeling as much as I like.
You mean Infinite? You mean?
No, 2.
You said, what?
2, you're already in Rapture.
Oh yeah, but you never played it.
You don't get the.
I started, but I wasn't as interested.
But I think that's like a
Oh, I
one-off
see.
thing though. Like first time experiencing Rapture in the first game is like it's like wow factor.
I know. I think it's partially nostalgia that I haven't played the
Yeah.
second game because I just love the first
It's
one
not
so
the
much.
same.
Mhm.
Yeah.
But
Well, you know how people say that 2 is like the worst, and it's not. The story's actually really good in 2, but it's. I mean,
No one
obviously.
said 2 is the worst.
Well, I heard
maybe the
people-
least like
It's
or-
the least liked Bioshock.
I heard the least
More
like was
than-
Infinite.
Really?
hmm
I don't even know anymore. Then.
I don't know. But you mentioned yesterday that you thought it was one of the best games, and someone in the chat was like nostalgia, and you're like, no, this is the first time I played it. This can't be
Wait,
nostalgia.
Oh, it was Nathaniel or something. No, Jaden said that.
Yeah.
You said Jaden was
Oh,
like,
yeah.
nostalgia.
Yeah, I was like, it's not nostalgia. This is the first time I've ever played this game. It's a good game.
I think you said games from like that time period were better.
Yeah, no, this is Mr. Ron was saying that I was talking to him, I think you were there too, and he was saying that someone said, oh, 2018 was the best year for video games, which me and Chug looked it up.
Yeah,
there
it
was some
like
good
Red
games.
Dead 2 came out that
good
year.
games in 2018.
That's the only thing I could think of at the top of my head.
There were some other ones, but he said that he was like, okay, but at that time I thought in my mind, 2007 was Bioshock, Half-Life, Call of Duty Modern Warfare.
Wait, Half-Life 2?
Half-Life 2. I think it was Half-Life 2.
Well, Half-Life the original was in the 90s.
Yeah, Half-Life 2, Modern Warfare, which was a great game. There's a ton.
Yeah,
ton of other
2007
games.
to 2012. Amazing games from that.
No,
time
2013. You can't discount that.
Oh, 2013. Yeah.
Because
Last of
GTA
Us.
5 came out. Last of Us was 2012, I think.
I thought it was 13.
There's GTA
Possibly.
being soaked even more into the system with all the new PlayStation and Xbox.
2013 summer
Yeah,
for Last of Us.
that's crazy. Yeah, I forgot. Yeah,
Such-
2013.
That was another good game year.
Last of
2013.
Us is so good.
Black Flag came out in 2013.
Ooh.
Never played it.
Battlefield 4 came out.
I have so many games in my
Well, okay,
like, I need
so
to play.
Black Flag
Yeah.
took me about almost 40 hours to beat.
40.
So
oh no.
it's a little bit different. Like it's an Assassin's Creed, so it takes a lot longer to beat it.
Yeah. Sometimes like I love open world games, but sometimes it's one of those things where like I want something linear so I can like.
Well,
Not when
actually,
you play Red Dead 2 though. Oh, that was terrible.
Wow.
No, not when you play Red Dead 2 though. You're gonna be sucked in.
I mean,
that's one game, yeah.
I still remember like some of the names and stuff, and I only played it like what,
Lenny.
8 hours.
Yep,
yeah,
there you go.
Like,
I've been playing a lot of linear games lately, and I've been like craving more of that because I've gotten tired of go to this waypoint, collect collectibles, go to this waypoint, do the same thing, and I just want to just play the game, have some gameplay, maybe a good story to go with it.
Yeah. Sometimes I want the story to be given to me. Like,
Yeah,
I just want to
Yeah.
play and experience it. I don't
Wait,
want to like.
what was the game that we played recently? Like
the medium. Well, that's the one
was
we
Well, the
played.
medium, but I'm thinking of something different. Like there's like
Open
really
world?
no bosses. You can just live the story as you play it.
I
guess.
mean, well, the medium didn't really have bosses.
yeah.
I'm
Not really.
talking about like I'm trying to think. There was a game I played recently
That
that was
puzzle
like
game?
that.
You played a lot of games recently.
I have, yeah. Call of the Sea. You guys still need to play
Oh.
that. That's
I
not-
actually do want to play that because
it's only like 4 to 5 hours.
Yeah.
It's not long.
that sounds like something I can play in like a couple days.
Yeah.
Be kind of fun.
I mean, you did play like 6 hours of Bioshock in one night.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm
So-
playing through the game Abduction right now. Do you think that would be a good one to do a
Ooh.
podcast on?
I would say so, yeah.
Is that
But
the one-
There's not. We can't really say too much without going into spoilers, though,
That's true, yeah.
because
So-
it's a very okay. So you know it's made by the same people who did the Myst games.
Oh yeah. Oh
So
yeah. Okay.
Those were
Ba-
huge in the early 2000s
Yeah.
and late 90s.
Yeah.
Huge.
Hmm.
Like a
So
lot of people
basically,
liked them.
like you can't really say anything without going into spoilers, just because you play it to find out about stuff.
Hmm.
So like you go in knowing nothing, like you have no idea what's happening. You have to explore and do all this. So it's not really.
Well, we could
we
talk
can't-
about missed games in general, maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah, and just talk about the general gameplay.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I never played the Myst games though.
You don't have to appreciate it.
Hmm.
I only started like a couple hours ago, but it's really good so far. It's a puzzle game
Yeah.
mainly.
I'm down to talk about whatever. I mean, usually we go off track if it's a game that doesn't like have too much to talk about, which I'm sure it does. But if there were,
There's a
if
lot
there-
of lore to it, but you can't get
Yeah.
into the lore without spoilers.
Yeah, if there was a game, like we always just rabbit trail anyway about like
Yeah.
random stuff.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Ricky, the Abduction, you could play it in VR, the entire game in VR.
Nice.
That would be cool.
It's
fun.
super cool.
Is that the one where you showed the moon or whatever, and it had that Easter egg?
No, that was Talos Principle.
That was by the people that made Serious Sam, right?
Oh, I thought you
Yes, that
GTA
was.
3, you could shoot the moon with a sniper rifle and it would increase in size.
Oh my!
In GTA 3?
Yeah.
Nice.
No, Talos Principle was the one where the moon turned
Oh,
into
okay.
a Portal 2 reference.
Oh, okay.
There were so many references in that game. I don't know.
That's
I
awesome.
love puzzle games. So
I mean, because
fun.
that game obviously was inspired by Portal, so.
Yeah.
in a way, yeah.
Well, you said it was like a different Portal.
Mm-hmm.
What are you doing,
Except-
Ricky?
Ricky,
Except
change the battery there.
Oh, okay.
because you use like lasers and fans and clones of yourself, different things like that to complete your puzzles. It's
Mhm.
so fun.
Oh, when you were playing Bioshock, I noticed you really liked the hacking mechanic.
Yeah, you did.
I love the hacking. Like, so, did you do the hacking?
I never did it.
Did you do it?
I did it somewhat. I didn't do all of them, but I did them every once in a while.
I almost did like everyone.
When I saw you doing it, I was like, wait, what is that? And then I remembered because I only did it a couple times.
Yeah. So, and so there's, let's see, what can you hack? So there's safes that you can hack. There's, flying turrets that you can hack. There's
The ground
stationary
turrets.
ground turrets. There's cameras you can hack.
I used to love hacking the turrets because they're so
They would
helpful.
help you. Yeah.
Especially the missile turret.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, those are really good.
I hated.
It'd help with Big Daddies too.
What is it?
Yeah.
I hated like setting the alarms off and having the stupid
Oh,
flying
that
drones
was,
out.
that was
yeah.
annoying.
It was kind of annoying, but although it was kind of a cool mechanic because
Yeah. I just
it's an,
hate
like,
like
alarm.
not knowing where a camera was sometimes. I was like, what's going on? Like, why did I set off the alarm? Or if you hack something, sometimes if you don't have the right perk, if you hack something and you don't and then you mess it up, sometimes it will set off an alarm.
oh yeah,
Mhm.
yeah.
The looting is really good
It
Oh,
is
because you feel like you're always lacking ammo,
Yeah.
even when you have a lot, because it runs out really fast in a Big Daddy fight,
Yeah.
and so you have to constantly switch your weapons and like use different ones.
it's kind of like Doom, where you constantly swap your weapons.
In a way, yeah, actually.
What is it? I think we said that about Last of Us. Because
Yeah. Well, that was scarcity.
yeah.
Bioshock was more you use so much of it that you have to use your resources
Well,
more
especially
wisely.
the Big Daddies. You
Yeah.
had to pound a lot of ammo into them.
Yeah, but it was a little different. Like The Last of Us, you would use every bullet carefully because they
Yeah.
were so rare, and one bullet could mean life or death.
Yeah. I mean,
Bioshock is just unload magazines and then you're out, so you got to use another gun.
yeah.
Mhm.
Like the amount of volume that you would use is obviously like is different, but I like that feeling of like I do need ammo or like I
Yeah.
do need this. And the other thing is plasmids, they weren't like super overpowered. They would assist you. Like
They
you
were
couldn't just
mainly-
rely on them.
They were good against the smaller enemies. Like the splicers, they were really good.
Yeah.
Like the hacking bots or hacking ones were amazing against the robots.
I like the physics in it. Like with different plasmids, they'll react differently to different things.
Oh yeah.
Water.
Like if there's water, you use your electric plasmid and it electrocutes everything in the water.
Mhm.
If you see a bunch of oil on the ground, you could shoot your fire plasmid at it and it'll blow up.
Yeah.
Stuff like that. Like it's
You could pick up objects off the ground with
Telekinesis.
was it telekinesis is like
Oh no,
is that
no.
what it's called?
no, it was the one where you can
Oh, it is telekinesis.
It
yeah.
is, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you could use physics objects like that, which
Mhm.
they didn't have that in Infinite. Another thing
Mm.
that's lacking.
Well, they didn't really have that many plasmids. You didn't really focus on plasmids in Infinite.
They had a lot, but you didn't really care as much.
yeah, I did like the
In
Raven
Infinite,
one.
they're called vigors.
Hmm.
Because they're the precursor to plasmids.
Oh, I
They're
see.
they're different, but there are a lot of plasmids in Bioshock 1 that I've never even used.
Yeah, there were so many. The skill tree is massive.
It is.
Like wow.
There's so much replayability there.
Yeah, you can have the plasmids, and then you can upgrade the plasmids. I think up to 3 levels. Because I think I got a electricity 3 or something. And then additionally, you have what are those subset ones where you can have like what is it? Okay, no, it's active plasmids, and then there's like the passive ones where you can have like extra armor or not armor, but
yeah.
like you're stronger, like have more like hacking ones. There's hacking ones,
Mhm.
which again, I did a lot of hacking, like a lot of hacking. And it was cool because what it is so you'd have like this this square with all these like question marks, and you have to click them really fast, and like it'll flip the card or whatever and show you what kind of pipe there is. And there was pipes that went like to the left, to the right, from up to like the left or whatever.
I forgot what those
Straight
puzzles are actually
ones.
called. There's a specific name for them, but I forgot what they're
Usually
called.
there's like a train, and you have to place the tracks so it goes to the end.
A train?
Well,
Well, there's different ways
that
they
kind
do
of
it.
puzzle is a common puzzle.
Oh yeah,
And
yeah.
like a lot of times it's a train track. Sometimes it's water going through a tube.
Yeah,
It's different.
It was that. It was like fluid going through the tube. And sometimes like you saw one where they like set me up.
Oh yeah.
It was like a tube that went so it has to go to the output but it was like it literally just like went like this so fast. So I had to click and like find a pipe that fit like super fast before it got there.
It went into that pipe and you couldn't move it.
Yeah.
And so you were pretty much screwed at that point.
But I don't know. I don't know why, but I really enjoyed the hacking. Like, I found it so useful.
I was kind of in the middle about it. Like I didn't like it a whole lot, but I didn't hate it either.
I didn't do any of it. We're like opposites.
Well, I would do it when it was essential. Like I didn't really hack doors, but I would hack robots to help me out.
Yeah. Some of the doors were really useful to hack though, because they would have like a ton of loot in them.
That's true. Yeah.
Oh, well, what I liked is the game is linear, but it's not.
Yeah.
It's like you have levels and you go through the levels, but you're free to explore wherever you want.
They're like areas of the city.
And then once you leave that area, you can't go back. That's why it's like linear, because like once you leave it, you can't go back.
But you can go throughout that whole area. Like you can go backtrack or whatever you want.
It's pretty cool.
Sometimes you need to. Sometimes you explore the whole area. So it's like somewhat of an open world.
And there's a certain amount of big daddies in each area, and you could do different things like take them out. And it tells you how many you have left and stuff. It's pretty cool.
Yeah. And I like how the big daddies were optional too.
Yeah.
So they're kind of like, they act as like mini bosses, but you don't have to engage. Like you can literally just walk past them.
Yeah.
But
yeah, they're pretty chill. They're pretty chill.
Yeah.
See, what's cool is that you can progress through the whole game linearly, like without exploring, if you really wanted to. But they reward you for exploring. They give you lots of stuff.
Yeah.
Lots of good stuff. What are you smiling about?
No, I held the cup like this.
Oh, okay. Yeah, they really give you lots of weapons, ammo, plasmids just for exploring.
Yeah.
And not a lot of games reward you that much. And it's optional too.
It is.
So if you just care about the story and progressing through, you could do that if you wanted to.
Yeah.
But the people who want to dive deeper into the lore, they can do that if they want to.
That's the other thing is I listened to, all the audio tapes that I found, I listened to. So I might have missed a couple. I probably
you probably
did.
missed a lot.
Yeah.
There's like hundreds of them in that game.
But I did as many as I could because I was so interested in the lore, which is, I love lore in games, but I think it's rare for me to find a game where I'm like that invested in trying to find out like what happened to the city.
I was talking about it today. It makes me want to play it again.
Yeah. I started playing it again, actually.
You guys played it twice, didn't you?
Yeah.
I played it 3 times.
Oh, wow.
I played it twice, yeah.
I actually, the first game I ever played after building a PC was Bioshock.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was years ago.
And there's a couple different endings. Similar.
Two mainly. It mainly has to do with the cutscene at the very end.
Yeah. There's 2, and then the third one is like a variation of one of them, essentially. With like a different...
There's like 2 bad and 1 good, right?
Yeah, 1 good. And then one of the bad is like literally the same thing, but...
a little bit different.
Yeah, it's slightly different.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean... But even like after playing the game, I would play it again just for the gameplay.
Yeah, I would too.
Even knowing what's happening. I don't know what's wrong with my nose. My nose is super itchy right now. But yeah.
Cut it off.
Cut it off?
Cut it off.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
All right, we're about 45 minutes or 44 minutes in. You
Yeah,
want to go into spoiler territory here?
Let's do
Ricky.
spoilers. Yeah.
Spoilers.
Ricky's done for. No, it's still good. I recommend playing it.
Mm-hmm.
But it kind of ruins it though.
Yeah. So
in a way. But
yeah,
if he doesn't know what we're talking about, he might not remember all the details. So,
but if he plays it tonight,
there's a lot to the game. I mean, story wise, so I don't think.
Don't worry, I'm not listening anyway, so it doesn't really matter.
Wow. Wow. No, so I think all of us would recommend that if you're planning on playing the game, or if at this point you think you want to play the game.
Wait, how long is the sale happening? Because
there's a sale on it right now.
Yeah, it's $12 on Steam. But the thing is, if the sale's gone by the time this comes out,
right?
That's worth it though.
It's worth it to get the full thing. That way, if they could follow along with the games as they play.
That'd be cool.
Yeah.
So it's just up to the people depending on what they want to do.
So yeah, but I think we all would agree that if you haven't played the game, then you should definitely play it before listening to the spoiler section because it's that good. And it has a big twist, and it's one of those things where like it won't ruin everything because the gameplay can stand alone, but yeah, totally you should play the game if you're looking to play it before the spoiler section.
So the Bioshock Collection's promotion ends the 29th. So we're doing this we're recording this on the 27th. So the sale will be gone once this episode comes out. So sorry to anybody.
Still buy it if you can. It's that good.
Bioshock Infinite plus Season Pass is $15 and the collection is $12.
Wait, what?
Wait, what?
That makes no sense.
That's weird.
I mean, it is also on G2A, just the remastered version for under $5.
Oh.
Yeah, but
Oh.
you're better off getting the collection though, because
Yeah.
you get all 3 games.
The collection on G2A is just $18.
Yeah, I would say that's
still-
still worth it.
That's still
Yeah,
really good.
definitely.
Because even if you play one game, you might even get that many hours out of it.
I would spend like 50 for Bioshock. I mean,
I would
when
say
it came
it's a
out.
great experience.
Yeah, it's one of those things where I would pay full price for it when it came out.
Mhm.
Yes.
So after this point, spoilers.
Turn
If you're
back.
gonna play it, don't watch the rest of this or listen to
Yeah.
the rest.
If you are gonna play it, go buy it on G2A or
and
somewhere
then come
cheaper.
back and listen to this.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, so man, where do we start?
Would you kindly start, Kel?
Would you kindly? Yes. Oh my goodness. I mean, I don't
What
know.
did you think when you saw that?
Ah, man. I don't even know. So, okay, so I was talking to you about it, Chug. So you go through, I went through the whole game and you talk to the guy, a guy named Atlas, and he's like your companion through the whole game. You know, you're like doing things for him, and you get to the point where you meet Andrew Ryan, and he's like the big bad guy that you've been chasing the whole game. And then he tells you like, would you kindly? And then he like reveals to you that Atlas has been telling you, would you kindly the whole game. And then you do these
And
flashbacks.
then you realize.
Yeah, and then you realize that, what do you realize at that point? Like that you were born in Rapture or
No,
something?
you were being
weren't
mind
born.
controlled.
Yeah, well, not born, but made.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
But
you're
yeah.
only like what, a couple years old?
something like that. Yeah, yeah.
Chug,
Yeah.
we got a job to do.
A job?
Yeah. They know what it is. They've played Cold War.
Yeah.
What is it?
Cold War?
Yeah.
The end of Cold War?
Oh yeah.
Very
It's-
similar.
It reminds me of
It is
that.
Very
similar to that.
similar, yeah.
Wow. Oh wow.
When we did the Cold War podcast, I said the ending is very similar to Bioshock.
Oh.
I said it was similar to another game, and you're like, wait, what
Oh
game?
yeah. I
Yeah.
remember that.
And
Yeah.
You said Bioshock, but I never said anything else. I was
Yeah.
So
like,
yeah, sorry for that ruining of the reveal for you, Ricky. If
Yeah.
you're gonna play it.
Just wipe that out of your mind. But yeah, you're right. That is very similar to that. So then, like at that point, you just like it like snaps. You're like, wow, I've been mind controlled this whole time to do everything that Atlas wanted me to do. But at that point, I didn't like that wasn't the big like that was a twist, but it wasn't like the big twist for me at least. Like
really? What was the big twist then?
it was. So at that point, I was like, okay, I've been mind controlled, but maybe like I didn't like in my mind, I was thinking, okay, Atlas is still the good guy though. Like he's, I mean,
Oh, okay, yeah.
So- and then Andrew Ryan like plays a big card and he says like, would you kindly kill me? And then you like hit him with a golf club and then you like do it until he dies. And I think, and then he was saying like, what is it?
No, he doesn't say kill him. He tries to break it. He says a man chooses, a slave obeys.
Yeah.
And he gives you the club and basically says you have a choice, but you still end up killing him because that was your directive.
Yeah. But he does say, will you kindly?
I don't remember him saying kill me though.
He says kill.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. He says kill. And he said, would you kindly? And then you like keep doing it. So yeah, he was trying to basically break the mind control. And cause I mean, you are basically, I mean, you kind of like were a slave, but that wasn't the big twist for me either. I mean, like that, I was like, I didn't, I don't know. I didn't think it was the end of the game.
I'm literally like,
You're thinking about spoilers from the other
I'm
games.
literally getting so,
Yeah.
my brain is hurting.
I'm sorry.
Oh.
No, there was some foreshadowing too. Kind of like meta foreshadowing in the name of a soundtrack called Dancers on a String.
Mhm.
That also goes for Cohen. It also goes for like the thing of a puppet, like that idea of a dancer on a
Oh,
string
yeah.
being controlled.
Hmm.
That's the song that plays when you go into Rapture. It's called Dancer on a String or
Huh.
something.
Yeah, I want to do a
Um,
cover of that so bad.
It's a good song.
Such a good
Mhm.
song.
Also, you have a chain on your arm the entire time.
A tattoo.
Oh yeah.
A tattoo.
Like you don't think anything of it
Huh.
until the end, but you realize like you're actually chained technically to the one who's controlling you.
Yeah. Huh. But after that point, I was like questioning whether the game was over or not, or going to be over. And then you get to the point where, you know, you stop the shutdown or whatever was happening, and then Atlas starts like laughing, and I was like, okay, like maybe I was like, why is he doing this? Like maybe he's like the bad guy. Then it turns out that he's Frank Fontaine.
Mhm.
And that's crazy because the whole game you were hearing about Frank Fontaine and how he was like against, or he was like the black market guy, and he was like, people were scared of him and stuff like that. And it's just like, it was one of those things where I just like, I like had to stop. I was like, what?
Because he was supposedly killed in a shootout with Andrew Ryan's men,
Yeah.
but he actually faked his death, made his new identity as Atlas, and recreated his criminal empire, basically.
And
Would you
Atlas,
kindly?
Would you
Would you
kindly?
kindly?
Would you kindly?
Yeah. And Atlas was like a different image though. He wasn't Frank Fontaine because obviously Frank Fontaine was like the bad guy, but Atlas was like the good guy, the guy for the poor, like whatever. So he just like I don't know, it's just crazy.
Yeah, he was a con man.
Yeah. One thing I catched, but I didn't really didn't follow it too much, is that towards the beginning when the submarine blows up and that's supposedly his wife and his daughter.
You never see them.
Yeah, well, I saw the two like bodies, but they weren't.
Weren't.
They were like the generic old, deformed woman bodies or whatever. I was like, I don't know. I was questioning. I was like, maybe that's a glitch, or maybe they were in there with them. But I was like, that's really weird. But I didn't catch on really.
Yeah.
But that, such a huge twist. Like, I don't know. It's like that whole like section. There was one where it's like, would you kindly? I was like, wow. And then it's like Andrew Ryan, like you kill him. I was like, wow. And then it's like Frank Fontaine. I'm like, what's happening? Like the whole game just totally changed.
And then they throw the Dr. Manhattan blue boss at you at the end.
Oh yeah, that is like Dr. Yeah.
He's from a Watchmen comics or something.
Yeah.
He's this giant blue guy that flies around. And it's kind of a weird boss. Very, very generic.
I forgot what the boss was like.
It's forgettable.
I mean, the boss was Frank.
Well, yeah, but he was just all like spliced up with tons of Adam.
Yeah.
I don't know what his goal was.
I don't know.
Well, no,
I don't know what his goal was. Maybe he was trying to like find a way to kill. I mean, the character.
Was he trying to become like immortal?
I don't know.
It's possible he was trying to make himself immortal and then made that in the process.
Yeah. But I remember him saying, like an audio or whatever, when I was getting closer to him, he was saying like, why have I never taken this? Because he never took Adam before until that point. And he's like, this feels great. Like, what was I doing? Or I don't know. Because he was naming like other drugs. He's like, this is where it's at or something.
Mm-hmm.
He just like went crazy with it.
I'm still thinking about the Burial at Sea DLC. I'm trying so hard not to spoil it because it sets some things up. It also explains some other things.
Yeah. So in a lot of the DLCs they go back to Rapture, right?
Well, you can't say anything.
Well, I mean,
in the two Burial at Sea DLCs take place in Rapture.
Yes.
Yeah.
For Bioshock Infinite. But the main game of Bioshock Infinite takes place on Columbine.
It's Columbia.
Columbia, yeah.
It's Columbia.
Wait, for what?
Infinite. It's called Columbia, the Flying City. That's where it takes place.
Yeah. And it's very similar to how Rapture is. In a
lot of ways, yeah.
People are crazy there too, right?
No.
Oh.
It's actually a pretty normal city. But, well,
people are kind of brainwashed.
Huh.
It's
the people are brainwashed. They're not crazy.
Huh.
It's like that religious cult kind of thing.
It reminded me of like Far Cry 5 in a way.
Kind of, yeah.
The way that the cult
with like that one leader who they think is God and all that.
What,
we're gonna play Far Cry 5 tonight?
Yeah, with Zebby.
Oh, nice.
Zebby.
It's a fun game.
Dude, Far Cry 6. Whew.
I'm waiting for that.
When is that coming out?
Maybe.
Wait, what? That's like 2 months?
It wasn't official.
Oh, I see.
That's why I said maybe.
We should do a podcast on that though. Like,
we're definitely going to.
Are they doing that sale still, or not sale, but
the Ryzen? No.
Yeah,
they're not.
That's so irritating because what is it? Last year
they were what is it? Bundling Far Cry 6 with the Ryzen.
If you bought a Ryzen 5900, maybe even
X,
you would get Far Cry 6.
Yeah, when it comes out.
Yeah. So I bet now all those buying bots have like.
Well, okay,
they have tons of games now.
Oh, are they gonna sell the keys for like?
They'd probably sell them on G2A or something.
Oh, okay.
That's annoying. I hate
bots.
I know.
Like on the Telegram thing yesterday, the Asus ROG Strix came into stock or whatever.
Yesterday?
Yeah, yesterday. And I got the link, clicked on it, not even a second after, sold out.
It's because Amazon.
Literally, it's so bad.
Amazon has one-click purchasing,
is so bad.
so people can buy it really fast. They just click and they buy it.
So good luck getting 3080s if you try to get some.
I really
literally, it's terrible.
I want one because I have a 1440p monitor as my second monitor right now, and like I just want to use it so bad.
Mm-hmm.
I'm keep telling you, just try it with your 1660.
I gotta try it on a game that's not super.
Oh, play Infinite with it, or even Bioshock 2.
Yeah, I can run Bioshock 2 on my Mac.
I thought you were gonna play it on your 1440p monitor anyways.
I wasn't thinking about it. The only thing is I have to like turn a little bit. That's not a big
Are you
deal.
gonna swap the monitors when you swap to 3080?
Yeah, I'd have to unscrew it, put on the other
Okay.
like arm or whatever.
Hmm.
Well, what were we talking about before? Oh yeah, the little sisters.
Oh yeah.
So I went for. So there's two options that you can do, and this determines what outcome you get in the end of the game. So you can either harvest the little sisters or
Don't harvest them.
or save them. So they're corrupted by what, Adam?
Yeah, so what happened is I think they wanted them to be like atom factories. Like they wanted the sea slugs to live in their body and keep producing. Because I don't think they could use the sea slugs when they were alive for very long. So they put them in these little sisters and they turned them into these evil creatures. And I don't even know like why they're so evil, but they try to get more Adam from the splicers.
Yeah.
They're stabbing them with syringes and stuff.
Yeah, they're like really messed up. Not that they would. I don't think they would hurt you, but they go after like they extract it from dead bodies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Adam, and they like love the Adam.
You guys will see it more in 2, because you are a Big Daddy. You're like more attracted to try to help the little sisters.
Yeah.
You'll see it more. You can actually like find bodies with Adam and then help the little girls harvest them and different things like that. It's pretty cool.
I'm really excited. I just can't wait to like dive into more.
Yeah.
Bioshock. Like it's got one of those worlds that I just like want to know more about.
2 is much different, but it gives you a different perspective on it.
Yeah.
That's why I like it, because it's like it's not like a twist. It's like gives you a different side of people in Rapture.
Actually, Ricky, can you pull up a picture of the little sister? Because they look demonic. They have like orange eyes and like
their voice is like deep and kind of
Yeah.
demonic
I feel
sounding.
like they're even more terrifying when you save them, though.
why? Because
like,
you're holding it.
their eyes are big.
Their eyes are massive. It's kind of it's weird.
They're massive.
So
and
I'm reading the wiki page right now, and basically they were genetically modified to reclaim the Adam from the splicers. So they're modified so they see dead bodies with Adam as angels.
Oh,
that's why they say, "Oh, they're angels."
Yeah,
like they actually see them as angels, and they have the syringes, and that's what their job is.
And the Big Daddies were created to protect.
No, they weren't created to protect them.
What were they created for?
Like the city.
No, but they were repurposed to protect.
Yeah,
them.
but you said they were created.
Oh,
they were created to.
These things are creepy.
Wait, yeah. Do you have it on screen?
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, that's a little sister. And does it have the big syringe on there too? Is she holding one?
Yeah, they'll be on top of a body just stabbing them with the syringe.
Yeah, over and over.
Yeah.
But yeah, so they're pretty creepy. No, but yeah, the Big Daddies were repurposed. And they went through a lot of stuff too. Like their vocal box was changed. They have like pheromones on them.
Well, you actually have your vocal cords changed or something, right?
Yeah, because there's a machine that you have to go to. I mean, it doesn't actually do anything. You just press on it, but
it makes you sound like
it's got
a Big
like this
Daddy.
like it almost looks like a claw. Like it has blood on it too. So I think it like digs in there or something.
And Infinite dives deeper into the lore of Big Daddies.
Oh yeah, come on! Like I want to. I can't wait to play it all. Like,
It's so. I think it's really cool how they pulled it off in the DLC. Like what they explain. It's so good.
I'm so
the syringe is literally as big as her.
Oh, you have it on screen?
It's massive.
Yeah,
pretty big.
And then you see them like stab it over and over and over into a body.
Wait, remember that one part? I was watching you play it where you're behind the glass and you see the Big Daddy use the drill on the dude. You were kind of
I was trying to run away.
You were trying to back away and you're like, what in the world, help?
You just see him like stab this guy with a massive drill arm and just like you see all the blood.
Yeah.
It's not a very gory game.
It's bloody, but I mean, I think it's also limited to like what they were able to do at the time. Like, I don't think they would do the gore mechanics.
I mean, they had Dead Space, which is pretty gory.
Well,
you're right.
In Infinite, people's heads explode. You can send the.
That's another game though.
Well, yeah,
but I'm talking about in this one, like the drill goes through the guy's body and it doesn't even show the damage; it just shows blood.
Yeah, they show blood. Yeah. What else is there? Like spoiler wise, like I don't know. It's just like in general, like that we want to talk about. I mean, wait, no. Okay. I'll just say this. Yeah, I'll just say this. So, what I was saying before is like if you can either save or you can harvest the Adam from the little sisters. That's after you kill their protector, which is the Big Daddies, and that's you were saying you can see how many Big Daddies are in each like part of the map that you're in, and you kill them, and then you can harvest or harvest the atom or save them,
Mm-hmm.
and then that determines the outcome at the end of the game.
Oh, they also give you some good loot though too.
Yeah.
The big daddies.
Like
yeah,
if you actually
Wait,
loot
what
them
was the
after.
middle ending? Wait, like you harvest like one or two big or little sisters,
No,
and then you save the rest.
There's an extent to how many you can do it before you get that ending.
Yeah.
Like I don't know how many.
No, I forget the middle ending though, because one is you take over the world with the army of splicers.
Well, okay, so this is a video I watched on YouTube, so I don't know if they had all of them. There's only 3, so I saw all of them. The good one is the one I got is if you save the little sisters. So you basically take the slug out and you save them, and then they run back or whatever into like their hideout. The other one is if you harvest them all the way, and that's the bad ending. And then the other one is like you kind of do some. That's still a bad ending, but I think the only difference is the tone of her voice.
Yeah.
The lady narrating it, the cutscene.
Hmm.
And the good ending, this is what I was saying before, how like when the credits rolled, I felt so good. Like I felt so good because I saved the little sisters. So at the end of the game, you go through it and you beat the final boss, and then it goes to the cutscene where you guys resurface and you save the little sisters, and it shows like now they're able to like get a college degree, or like it doesn't say that, but now they're able to live their life normally, and they get married, and then it shows like your hand, and they're all there, like they put their hands on you, and they're all like married, and it's just such a good.
That was
ending.
a good ending.
Yeah.
It's like I felt good because like I saved like, I mean it's a game, but like I saved them from that, and then now like I see them like they get to like live their life outside of that terrible place.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's one game where at the very end you feel happy.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
for such a game about like such horrible things, there's a really good ending that you could get
Yeah.
potentially.
The other one though, it's
But
terrible.
You take over the world? Is that what it is? Like you have an army of these modified people.
Yeah. And they start
Like-
like jumping out and like killing people on the dock or
Mhm.
whatever that was, the lighthouse or whatever. So I guess I don't know which one's canon. Probably the good one, right?
Most
if
likely
they're-
the good
I
one.
think so. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, you were saying Tannenbaum. That's an
Oh,
interesting character
Tenenbaum,
too.
yeah. She was the one who created them?
Yeah, because I think
No,
it's
Su Chong created them, but Tenenbaum actually like cared for them a little bit. That's why she tried to save them. Pretty sure I just saw Su Chong when I was on their wiki.
I could have sworn it was her because I thought Frank Fontaine kind of started that. The whole like harvesting thing because he wanted the atom.
Wait, she developed a procedure where a sea slug was implemented. So it was Tenenbaum.
So she did it to them.
Yeah. Okay, and then Dr. Su Chong was the one who made the way to harvest the atom from the splicers.
Okay.
But yes, she found a way to bind the slugs into people because they don't secrete it naturally.
Mm.
And then they secrete more when they're in a host, basically.
Okay. Yeah, so she did it, but then she kind of like made it right by taking care of them.
It says it develops 30 times the quantity of atom when they're in the host's stomach.
Wow. Huh.
Yeah. Tenenbaum is
She hoped to keep the
What is
children
it?
in a vegetative state, but it was found that they were fully functional. They had to be fully functional to produce atom.
Oh, okay.
So she wanted to have them be like vegetables and just produce.
Mm.
But I guess she had a change of heart and wanted to save them.
Yeah.
she's a main person in 2.
Really?
Oh, really? I actually liked her character
Yeah, I did
a
too.
lot. I was kind of curious. Wait.
Which, by the way, saving the little sisters gets you way more atom than harvesting them.
Really?
You get way more rewards. Yeah,
I got a lot. I got so much atom. I didn't know what to do with it.
I thought
Yeah.
you get like double the atom if you kill
something
them.
like that. No, not if you kill them. You don't get as much.
Really?
She
Yep.
rewards you with a lot of atom. Like I get gifts of like tons of atom.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, I haven't played it since like last year. So
Yeah, honestly, I don't know. I was like
no, a
at the-
couple years ago. It was a couple years ago when I played it.
Mm-hmm.
So I kind of forgot some things about it.
Yeah, but I really like that character though.
Yeah.
Like I was kind of curious of what like happened to her, which I'm sure you guys probably know, or maybe Chug. I don't know.
He didn't play 2, so
Okay, because
um
I liked that
Does that
character.
mean
a
she
lot.
dies? I don't know.
No, no,
What?
no.
You,
No, I
you said I
didn't-
didn't
I
play
didn't-
too, so I don't
I
know.
don't wanna,
well,
like-
I'm not saying anything specific. All I'm saying is she's
Oh, okay.
in 2.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
I don't want to.
We'll wait and see. Yeah.
I don't want any
So-
face indicators because then I'm like I get it like you know what I'm saying.
Well, he
Like,
never
yeah.
played 2, so he wouldn't even know.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
But
I
I-
was doing a poker face at that point.
Yeah.
But I'm
Mhm.
not saying anything happens.
Okay.
Okay.
But I do like that character a lot. That was another one that was really good. Oh, the surgeon guy. that guy was really interesting. That's the
surgeon,
first kind of
the-
guy you
the
run into.
Plastic surgeon, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And his whole ideal was like, I think like you hear an audio log where he was saying, some great like painting. Who was it?
Picasso. I don't know.
Yeah. He like started out with paintings and then he got to the point where like he elevated beyond that and he started making like unconventional paintings or like shapes or something like that. And he's like, that's like me, you know, like symmetry is not, or he wanted to go beyond like what the general like idea of like attractiveness is
Yeah.
or whatever. So he started like experimenting with people and like mutating them and like it was really disturbing.
He killed the guy pretty early on. But
Yeah, he was. I honestly, wait. Like I was killing so many enemies. I think I just killed them and didn't even realize it.
Yeah, that happens a lot. There are a lot of side characters like that you end up killing, and you have to actually listen to their audio logs and stuff to know what they were really on about.
Yeah,
There's a lot of things like that in that game.
Yeah,
I don't want to say anything else because I don't want to. I don't want to give
I'm
away
thinking
too
we
much.
should wind down pretty soon, and then we'll talk about everything once we get to Infinite.
yeah. That'll be like the finale.
There's so much I want to talk about right now, but it's like
I know there's a lot of things I want to talk about.
Yeah.
that I'm excited about.
I don't know.
Well, that's a loud truck. That might show up on recording.
Yeah. That was really loud.
I think
that
it was a
truck?
motorcycle.
I was like,
I
yeah, I was
Is that a
gonna say that's like a
motorcycle? Oh, okay.
motorcycle.
It might have been a motorcycle.
I just heard a loud noise,
That's loud because we're in here.
and we have acoustic panels over the windows.
Yeah. So
yeah.
that must be like really loud outside.
yeah.
Anything else you guys want to talk about? I mean, obviously there's so much to talk about, but it's one of those
Yeah.
things where I don't know everything, and you don't know everything from two, and then you.
Yeah.
What's that face?
No, I'm joking. No,
I'm gonna play
No.
two.
I still haven't played Minerva's Den. I'm gonna play that like tonight.
Isn't
or
that supposed to be
something.
like people think it's better than the main game or something?
People think that's Minerva's Den's better than 2.
I think
Oh,
it's
okay.
one of the best gameplay in the series. That's what I've heard.
So
I just
I've never
like,
played it, so
it's one of those things where it's one of those worlds where I just want to. Like, I said this before. Like I want to just like dive in. I just want to like play it all. Like
yeah,
I don't
what
know.
I'm gonna do is I'm gonna brush up on like all the lore I possibly can before the next one, because I have watched entire timelines of the series, but I've kind of
Yeah.
forgotten. So
Mhm.
Yeah, and then when we do the third episode on this should be like a series, honestly, but
yeah,
Infinite. Then like we just talk about.
we can name it
everything.
a series. The
Yeah, we definitely could. We haven't published
the
No, this is the first
Bioshock
one.
experience.
Yeah,
Bioshock experience.
Yeah,
yeah,
we
we
can
should
do
name
that.
it a series,
Yeah.
and then think of another like gaming series that we can do, or like
That'd be
story
cool, yeah.
series.
Borderlands.
That's not really a story.
I know.
series.
I'm being sarcastic.
Wow.
I'm being
You're just trying to
sarcastic.
get me to play.
It's a good game.
Borderlands.
Wait,
But-
actually, that might be the game that you told me to download a couple years ago. Borderlands. No,
Yeah,
He was
that
trying to
might
get
be
me
it.
to play it.
It's really good. The
It's a fun
only
game.
The only one I haven't played is 1.
Isn't one? I don't know.
2 is the best.
Oh, okay. I don't know. Maybe. Yeah. We actually. You know what? I mean, why not? Maybe
We can play it
do
together.
eventually, yeah.
Yeah,
I would play.
Oh, yeah,
I would
it's
play
co-op.
through it again. if
Yeah.
you
I
guys
wouldn't mind
wanted
doing
to
that.
do
When we get our new setups, kind of want to do that.
Yeah.
What is it?
Bioshock 3
Um,
ran like doo doo sometimes.
It's.
Like
I think it
doo-doo.
might. I was gonna
Doo-doo.
say. I think it's split screen, but then they're like,
Ew, split screen.
like
Wait.
we stream it.
Wait.
Like,
Why would you want to play split screen?
Oh, it's.
I don't. I'm saying
Oh,
like
okay,
when
I
we
see.
stream.
Oh, if we
Wait,
were
did
to
the camera
stream
die?
it. You switched to another angle. I'm hoping. Okay.
Oh, okay.
We got to figure out that battery thing.
Yeah.
As you guys
Need a
can,
bigger battery.
as you listeners can tell, we're having a lot of. I mean, we're working out the kinks.
We're in the setup phase still,
The kinkies.
technically. So the
Yeah, once
kinkies.
we get everything figured out, everything's gonna be perfect. So.
Yeah.
Yep. So I think that was it for today.
Yeah. Yeah, that'll wrap it up. I think we're at the point where Caleb's or Chug's wanting to like burst with all the.
I do
lore.
too.
I know.
There's a lot I
it's
wanna
so
say.
Annoying.
There's some really cool stuff that you'll
Yeah.
find out later.
All right. Well, I think that's gonna do it for today. I'm excited. This is a cool series. It's
It
kind
is,
of like
yeah.
kind of like on the spot. Like on the spot, we just decided
Yeah,
the series.
yeah,
So, yeah. So thanks everyone for listening, and definitely be sure to be looking out for the next episodes because we're
Mhm.
really excited to be talking about this. So
Yes.
Yeah, for
thanks
sure.
everyone for listening, and we'll see you in the next podcast.